What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, I want to speak on a recent post, right, that came across my timeline. And it was this about Julius Erving, and it was his quote about LeBron James, right? And basically, what he is saying, if LeBron hadn't tried to I guess, form a super team to win, he would be in my top 10 of all time. I have him at 15th place behind Scottie Pippen. And so like 15th, I think in my opinion, 15th all time, I think that's very accurate. Like this, and to me, like this right here is one of the most accurate um quotes as far as like LeBron James ranking that I've seen. You know, like for instance, like Stephen A. Smith said LeBron James is number two, right behind Michael Jordan. I was like, man, come on. That's just, uh and what's the other guy? Shannon Sharp got this guy, LeBron James, he got LeBron ranked number one, you know, but at 15, I can really I can buy that 15th behind Scottie Pippen. And like, cause I've always said that I wouldn't place him in front of Bird, Magic, Shaq, um, Isaiah. Who else? I wouldn't put him in front of let me see, Carl Malone. It's a lot of people, Tim Duncan. There's a lot of people that that I think that were better than that was better than LeBron James. And so, for people just to throw him up there, Kobe, I didn't even mention Kobe, so a whole rack of people that I think is better than him. And so for Dr. J, Julius Erving to have him ranked at 15, and I'm surprised that he said he got him ranked behind Scottie Pippen. Right. Now, do I think LeBron James is better than Scottie Pippen? No. And I'm gonna tell you why. Like Scottie Pippen to me is like, um, I mean, I think Scottie Pippen offensively was more effective, and then he was more effective. Well, no, I say LeBron James is more effective offensively. He's stronger and more powerful going to the rim, right? A little bit more effective on the offensive end. But then you got to give a big advantage to Scottie Pippen, like his defense. Like Scottie Pippen was able to shut people down, and just make their life miserable trying to score on the Chicago Bulls. And everybody knows about how tough Scottie Pippen was on defense, and so yeah, man, I just think that Scottie Pippen, I can respect the fact that Dr. J has Scottie Pippen ranked ahead of LeBron James. Then you have you know what, and I'm not even gonna bring up the ring part of it, because as a team they got those rings. But again, I don't think the ring should pay and should even breed into this fact. I just think that like looking at both players and what both players bring to their team, I just think that Scotty, um, in my opinion, Scotty just was I can agree that he's ranked higher than LeBron James. And a lot of people, should be ranked higher than LeBron James. But that's how the media is, the media just give LeBron James so much of a pass, and I don't know if they do that because they feel like they don't have anybody to take his place right now as the face of the league. But it just seems like they promote a bunch of and they just really just elevate him and promote him when he shouldn't be. I think, in my opinion, if I was running the league, I probably would have been promoting Steph Curry. You know, um, Steph Curry just really has quietly gone about putting together a great career. 4 championships. All his championships have been with the same team. Um, again, he and just like LeBron, you have two guys who really don't get into who haven't gotten into any trouble off the court. So, he could be a good ambassador for the game, just like LeBron. I think in a lot of ways, I think Steph Curry is probably more relatable to the average person than somebody like LeBron. You got LeBron James, who's like 6'9", 200 and what, 250, 240, 250 pounds, 6'9". That's not the average human being. But then you got Steph Curry, who's like about 6'2", you know. And if you seen him somewhere outside of the basketball court, he probably wouldn't even catch your eye because he's a regular, just look like a regular dude. But if somebody like LeBron, 6'9", 240 pounds, that's not somebody that most men are gonna be able to relate to. But you can relate to Steph Curry. The and so I would have, if it had been up to me, I would have probably in this era, I probably would have been pushing Steph Curry if I'm the media. But I think they got so caught up in LeBron that they couldn't switch gears. And I don't know, but I've also heard people say that, who said it? Um Somebody said, I thought it was Dwight Howard that said that Nike plays a big part in it. Like who is in the GOAT conversation, because most of the athletes that are in that conversation are Nike athletes. And so Steph Curry is not a Nike athlete. Steph Curry is with Under Armour. So that, and Nike and the NBA and those guys have probably had that type of relationship, whereas though Under Armour is the new kid on the block, and you just can't, throw your guy in there. But yeah, man, I just like with Julius Erving, him saying that LeBron James is 15th. And he also mentioned, Julius Erving also mentioned that LeBron James tried to set up, try to form super teams. And a lot of players, both past and current, don't respect that. They really don't respect that. They think that, you supposed to be able to, if you that dude, you're supposed to be able to win with whatever, whatever the talent that surround you. And then eventually your organization will be able to surround you with the talent. It's worked like that throughout. Like Isaiah Thomas, when he first got to Detroit, they didn't have a lot of talent around him. Then over the years, Isaiah learned how to win, and they learned how to put talent around him. And the next thing you know, boom, Detroit get 2 championships. Um, Let me see, Larry Bird. You know, they put they put the right talent around Larry Bird, whereas though he could, Larry Bird could be productive and get his team to the championship. Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan took off once they got Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant and Luke Longley and all those guys. Once they got the right talent around Michael Jordan, he took off and he learned how to win. And see, that's what I think LeBron James, once he started trying to form those super teams, like I said, past players and present players just didn't respect that. And they didn't respect that because they have not been seeing, they not seen it done that way. And so, but even with LeBron doing it that way, he didn't he still wasn't able to pass Mike or pass Kobe or Magic. He didn't pass Mike, Kobe, or Magic as far as like rings is concerned. He still didn't pass those guys. And I don't know if he's going to pass them this year and it's not looking like it. The Lakers just lost to the Minnesota Timberwolves in game 1 of the playoffs, so it's not looking like they're going to. I don't know. That's only one game though. It's only one game, but I think even if LeBron was successful in building a super team and winning a bunch of championships, they would still hold it against him, like. But fortunately, we don't have to deal with that argument. Like LeBron is not sitting on 7 championship rings. He's sitting on 4. And one of them is in a couple of them are in doubt, but especially the bubble one. And then the ones that he got at Miami are in doubt because those rings belong to Pat Riley and Dwayne Wade. But yeah, man, I respect Dr. J's his opinion about LeBron. I think, like I said, his opinion is one of the most honest ones I've heard in a while. I mean, his ranking I think is more accurate. Like to have LeBron probably like about at 15. And so I know LeBron James fans don't want to hear that 15. They was like, wow, out of the top 10. Yeah, that's about right. 15. And I think that's being generous, but that's my take on it. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel. Also, don't forget to leave a comment, and I will check you all out in the next episode. Peace.